Hey, Vinny. So this family is going to need housing. So it's 4 adults, 1 kid, no pets. They're going to put their pets somewhere else.
Alright, so they're still going to Airway, doesn't matter.
They're going in Queens?
Yeah, that's only, there's no hotels in the Bronx. Airway has room for them.
There's no hotels in the Bronx?
Nope, there's only 2 hotels, one's senior manager, the other one's called. Welcome to Red Cross, we have 4 hotels for the whole city now.
We only have 2 hotels in the Bronx? Are you serious?
I'm Jerry Rothstein. I'm originally from Brooklyn, and I've been with the Red Cross for about 15 years. I am a DAT supervisor. I would say there's really no such thing as a typical DAT shift. Sometimes we're here all day and nothing happens, and some day it's just running from one fire to another all day long. We respond to every residential fire in the city, and if people need a place to stay, need a little cash to buy food, some clothing while they're out, we provide that on the spot. And what we're basically doing is make sure that nobody who's had a fire is without a place to stay that night.
DAT is the disaster action teams. Basically, we go out to a disaster, most notably home fires or hurricanes that happen within our area, and we try to provide assistance, try to provide temporary housing for the people who were impacted. And if we can provide some mass care items such as blankets, clothing, food, or anything like that, that's also an option. And then once they've already been given the temporary housing and the financial assistance from the Red Cross, we pair them up with a caseworker to see if we can help with any long-term recovery, finding them permanent housing or anything like that. We try to give people a sense of hope, and we try to help them during these confusing times.
That is a very rewarding job because you always assisting all the people that are in need. They are just went through a disaster and you're there to help them, so it's very rewarding.
Everyone sees the Red Cross commercials, on TV after a hurricane, after a wildfire, after those sort of national level events. So the Red Cross responds to those events, sends a lot of resources, sends teams from all over the country. But those are only the big events that sort of get a lot of eyes. Red Cross also helps with the small events. In New York City, that mostly is house fires. It also incorporates flooding with rainstorms, with some other things, but the majority is house fires. DAT pretty much drives to all the house fires and residential fires that happen in New York City and provides humanitarian support to those people who are impacted and displaced. If you're willing to serve your community and help out people who are in probably the most traumatic day of their life, it is an amazing opportunity to really be on the ground and provide that service. Some days you come in and there's no jobs happening and no fires, and you're thankful because that means that no one is out there having a house fire and getting displaced. For us to not be doing anything, that is a sign that no one else is suffering. On a busier day, you might be out and sort of driving from fire to fire, sort of all day, and then all of a sudden your 8 hours are done. And so it can really vary based on what's happening that day and who needs help and how much help people sort of need to provide.
I went through a fire once and there was no one home. Everything was destroyed. There were some pets that had died, birds and a couple of dogs. The lady who owns the apartment, she's actually at the funeral for her mother. So that's tragedy. Sometimes you can put that into perspective. You think you're having a bad day, it's tough. Sometimes the things but at least the little assistance that we provide, it really helped temporarily.
I was on a shift when the plane came in the Hudson. What I particularly remember is a woman who was standing in the ferry terminal, which is where they were brought, who was just complaining that she couldn't get her feet warm. And I gave her a pair of socks that we had in the vans, which was nothing, except it really made her very happy. I would tell somebody interested in joining DAT that it's an opportunity to help people directly at the time when they need it the most. No intermediaries, you're out there doing it face to face with people who really need help.